All right, welcome back, guys. This is the SGPN Fantasy Football Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, and we're presented to you by WynnBET. WynnBET is now live in Arizona, Colorado, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Tennessee, and Virginia. From boots to same-game parlays to live in-game odds, WynnBET has what you need to win. Sign up today, bet $100. You're going to get $100 right back at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBET. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET. State restrictions apply. Today, we're going to be talking about Israel Abanikanda. We're just going to call him Izzy. Sorry, man. And this is going to be one more of our running back episodes. We have 7 quarterbacks, 6 running backs done, 6 receivers done. We're going to do 3 running backs, 3 receivers tonight. This is going to be the individual episode for Israel Abanikanda from the Pitt Panthers. Hail Pitt. He is a 3-star recruit, track star. And Brad, let's talk about what he did last year.
Yeah, look, you see in the stats, you see just year-to-year progression, right? Gets on the field just a little bit as a freshman, but you see sophomore season, he gets a little more work. 123 carries, 650 yards, and 7 touchdowns. But you say, okay, that's pretty solid. But then you look at the receiving work that he got, 24 catches. I like that number, especially as a sophomore year. And then you see him really break out last season where he led the ACC in rushing, and it wasn't even close. He had 239 carries for 1,431 yards, and count them, 20 touchdowns. His yardage was good across all of college football as the number 11 running back in rushing yardage, and he averaged damn near 6 yards a carry, just below 5.9. So you know he's got the speed. You know he can do that. Looks like he can catch the ball a little bit. But Dave, what about his pros and his cons?
Yeah, I'm going to give you 3 pros and 3 cons. The first pro is the size-speed combo. We talked about it in some of the other episodes where some of the running backs in this class are just smaller. And usually college numbers are embellishing the truth, and they're not doing it the other way around. And so their playing weight is usually a little bit lighter than what they're putting on there, which is not good because their combine is going to tell the truth here in a little bit when they're standing out there in their Spankies getting measured and weighed. Size speed combo for this guy, he reaches that 215 benchmark we're looking for, 5'11". He could put on a little bit more weight, and he's a track star. He's got great acceleration, and when he hits, he's one of those one-cut runners, and he just goes. And if he has a lane, he's out. And you see some huge, massive runs. He was by far the best running back in the ACC last year. Not even close. 20 touchdowns, super productive. He is a tough runner, and because of, you see the attempts right there, there's still a lot of tread on the tires. He did not get a lot of run in college, so I think he could be even better now. He gets more experience as a runner. The cons, pass catching, you saw a little bit in 2021, not a lot in 2022. Don't love that. You want to see someone more involved. In college, it's kind of like the system, but at the end of the day, you're going to get the ball to your best players, and when guys aren't featured in the receiving game, it is a concern. And then lower body, I mean, he's a track star. He's got a little bit more of a thinner lower body. He's not super skinny like Devonta Smith or something like that, but he loses some of the elusiveness because of that. So you want to see him get the pad level down a little bit to be able to create and create more broken tackles. And my comp for him, because of the track star and because of the speed, is Isaiah Pacheco. I think everyone gets to see what he's doing right now. He's going to play in the Super Bowl this weekend, and he was a guy that not a lot of people knew about, but he was the second best weight-adjusted 40 in the combine last year, and Izzy could do the same exact thing this year, and he's someone that, because of Pacheco and some of these other players, could go up the board a little bit because he's a good runner, and if we can develop some of the other things, I think he could end up sneaking into day 2.
Yeah, I mean, the dude's definitely got the speed. I like the one-cut call because if you see him land, I feel like that's going to fit really well in one of these zone blocking kind of schemes, right? I think he's going to fit pretty well in that. Let's say Miami doesn't go running back in the first few rounds, right? If the Miami Dolphins come out with Izzy in, let's say, the 4th round, I think that's a smash where you can see, not that that's a similar play style or whatever, but Dameon Pierce style numbers where this guy's on the field running the ball on a good offense. A little bit different than Houston, but getting some touches right off the bat. Maybe he gets a little bit of that pass catching because of how Mike McDaniels runs that offense, but I think he'd be really good in one of those type of schemes where, again, like you said, he gets that hole, he's able to hit it, and just uses speed to his advantage.
Absolutely. All right, well, make sure you check out our other episodes. And, of course, as always, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and always